Hey guys, welcome back. We are talking with Michaela and Dave today from Host Ukraine about something that it just blows my mind the more that I learn about it and the more that I talk to you and read through the website. So there are kids in Ukraine, orphans, that you can actually host for the holiday season. And you guys have both done this before. You're both part of the organization, but you've both ended up adopting some of the kids that you've hosted. So that's pretty incredible. First, just talk about what exactly is Host Ukraine for people out there who have never heard of it and they consider possibly bringing someone into their home this holiday season.
We're a hosting agency, so it's kind of like a student exchange program, but for orphans. So these kids get to come to America for 11 weeks in the summer, 3.5 weeks in the winter. They get to experience love from a family. They get to experience what it's like just being in a family environment, because a lot of these kids have never experienced that. We're not an adoption agency, but often it does work out for those kids, and we have resources to help you out with that.
And let's talk about the experiences that they're living, because in America we don't often refer to them as orphans, and if you read up on what exactly is going on in Ukraine, it's not quite the same situation as what you would picture here in the States. So a lot of the times they are living in orphanages and the conditions aren't great.
No, I mean, Ukraine is kind of a second world country, and their orphanages are very challenging. I mean, the kids don't have enough to eat. They don't have hot water a lot of times. Just proper nutrition is a problem. So it's really a great respite for them to be able to come and be in a family and just enjoy the holidays without having to worry about life in an institution.
Right, and the one word that you brought up, they get to experience love.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of them don't even understand something as simple as what we do day in and day out. We don't even recognize that that's what's happening.
Right.
What are some of the experiences that you've seen where they finally recognize what love is?
I've seen with my own son. He was very withdrawn in a shell, and now if you met him, most outgoing person, constantly playing practical jokes, talking to people, all kinds of things.
It is simply amazing, and I want to show you a graphic here of some of the statistics that happen regarding these kids when they age out of the system. They're 16 years old when they age out, so not like 18 here. Pretty incredible. At age 16, they're considered aged out. They turn to the street. It says 60% of girls end up being trafficked for prostitution, pornography within 2 years. Orphans at an extremely higher risk for being trafficked and exploited. Now, when it comes to the boys, what I thought was kind of amazing, that 70% of boys end up in jail after they've aged out. Why are these things happening?
A lot of times these kids have nowhere to go afterwards. Sometimes they have no life skills. They end up living on the street, and because they don't have any jobs, they don't have any money, they end up committing crimes just to survive. There's also a huge stigma against orphans in Ukraine. So these kids face a hard enough time getting jobs. They're marked as orphans in their international ID.
Literally marked as orphans.
Yeah, they have a stamp in their passports that say, I'm an orphan.
And that in Ukraine is viewed as what? I mean, how do they perceive that when they
see them kind of as street vagabonds.
Yeah, I think in country there's a belief that they deserved it, and it's through no fault of their own that they're orphans.
Right.
It's tragic, really.
And the bottom line here, though, is that people here and, across the country have the chance to bring in some of them. I know there are still some that you have on the list that can be taken in for this season to come. So how do they get in touch with you if they are interested in hosting Ukraine?
They can go to our website. It has all of our contact information on there. That's hostukraine.org. You can also look us up on Facebook. You guys have our Facebook page up on there. And definitely just send us a private message. We have phone numbers listed on our website. You can also register to see the kids online and send us an email.
All right, great. And we should mention, Michaela, you are headed over to Ukraine.
Yes,
tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning.
To pick up your adopted son, 14 years old. Congratulations so much.
You.
We'll definitely want to follow up with you as soon as you get back. So have a great holiday season. Thank you both so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Harrison, how are we doing out there?